I understand Buddy Ryan's in the area enjoying the weather.
He sure is. Well, he's hoping to enjoy a little bit more, maybe like a job. We'll tell you all about that right after you watch this. Good evening, everybody. Let's start things off with a battle of undefeated high school soccer teams. It was Naples against Barron Collier. First half action, Naples in blue. Tanya Brusso scores to put the Golden Eagles up 1-0. You know, it was a game that was dominated by the defenses tonight in front of a big crowd at BC. Second half action, BC scores on a Nicole Winfield free kick, but Naples goes on to win it tonight. The final 2-1. Okay, let's turn to basketball on this Sports Monday. It was Naples against Cypress Lake. Cypress Lake in white. We pick up action early in the second half. Cindy Minko gets the lucky bounce, and she's going to hit the jumper. That put the Panthers up 21-14. Then, off the rebound, Cypress shows their version of the fast break as Carrie Ellis passes to Melissa Wartle for 2, and they led it by 9. Naples coach Dave Walker doesn't like what he sees. Pick your head up, coach. It'll get better. The Golden Eagles try to fight back. Shawana Watson will get the basketball, go baseline, and she's going to put it in. But the Panthers, well, they were just a little too tough tonight for the Golden Eagles. Cypress Lake defeats Naples 47-32. Now, the coach of the Naples girls basketball team, Dave Walker, has been moonlighting for Channel 46. He's been doing color on our high school boys basketball games. We have 2 games for you this week.
Tomorrow night, Lely will travel to St. John Newman. Trojan coach Don Stewart and his players are not taking the Celtics lightly.
I have a lot of respect for the job that I see being done there at St. John Newman. I think the coach has done a good job with them this year. He's pulled in a couple of new players and put them together with the players they had before. And I think they've come together and developed into a fine little team.
Lely has resembled a MASH unit during the first part of the year, but now the bandages are off.
I think the biggest thing for us so far is that we're finally healthy. And I think the injuries to Gene Paul and Nick Hamilton slowed them down significantly. They weren't capable of doing things that they normally do out on a basketball floor.
The game tips off at 9 o'clock on Channel 46 with Bill Darling calling the play-by-play. Friday, 46 Sports will bring you the Lely-Barron Collier matchup at 9.
In college basketball, Florida State put up its Dukes against number 1 Duke tonight, but the Noles fell a little short. Duke beat Florida State. The final was 86-70. In pro basketball, the Miami Heat received some bad news today. Steve Smith, the sensational rookie guard, will undergo knee surgery tomorrow to repair torn cartilage in his right knee. The injury occurred in last night's game with the Lakers. Smith had been averaging 13 points and 5 assists for the Heat this year. While young Smith is out, an old fossil is returning to the NBA. Jeff Ruland, who hasn't played in the NBA since the 86-87 season, is expected to sign a 4-year deal tomorrow with the Philadelphia 76ers. Ruland hasn't played much because of bad knees. I guess he feels they are in shape for the rigors of the NBA. Either that or his engagement to Rula Lenska didn't work out. 3 NBA games to tell you about tonight. Sacramento leads Boston in the 4th. New Jersey is ahead of the Clippers, and Atlanta is ahead of Houston. You know, if you're keeping score of all the people that have applied for the Tampa Bay head coaching job, well, you can cross out the name of Rula Lenska, but you can add the name of Buddy Ryan. Ryan met with Buccaneer owner Hugh Culverhouse today in Tampa, and after emerging from their meeting, the former Philadelphia Eagles coach said that he believes he is the leading candidate for the job. But then again, Ryan thought that when he was interviewed last year. Ryan could just be what the Bucs really need to get them going. You can be sure of one thing. With Ryan, win or lose, things won't be dull. The Seattle Seahawks didn't have to look far. Well, I don't think you're going to want Danny Tartable in their starting lineup, but or as their head coach. Just come back to me for a second. That's Danny Tartable. He signed a big deal with the New York Yankees. I'll get to that in a minute. With all the money he made, he could buy the Seattle Seahawks, but you know who's going to be coaching them next year? Well, it's Tom Flores. He is now presently the club's president and general manager. He's going to step down from upstairs, go down to the field, coach the Seahawks. He's going to replace Chuck Knox. Flores coached 9 years for the LA Raiders, did a good job. Let's see if he can work that magic up north in Seattle. Now, the big news in baseball is that Danny Tartable and the New York Yankees have agreed to a 5-year deal that will pay the former Kansas City outfielder $5 million a year. Now, with all these semi-decent ball players being paid millions and millions a year, I wonder how long it will be until the fans have to pay $100 for a hot dog. In the NHL tonight, the Rangers are ahead of the Jets, and St. Louis leads Toronto. Ray, one quick note, the Naples Power Squadron, they're beginning a course this week on boat safety. Safe boating.
Safe boating.
Safe boating. Boat safety.
Yeah.
It's the same deal. Safe boating, boat safety. It's the same thing. But it begins tomorrow. It begins Monday. Tomorrow. It begins Monday at 7.
The Naples Power Squadron starts Monday at the safe boating course.
But it's lasts all week, and it's at 7 o'clock. And get out there, because that's important to be safe on the water.
That's right. Thank you, Fred.
Okay.
Thanks, Fred.